So, I'm a star. As always, for my YouTube family, I will attach this to the short that I put up. And if you guys want more of an extensive reading, feel free to, check out my Etsy. There is an emergence coming. The first time I saw this card, it was in reverse like this. And all I could think of was something shooting out of the heavens. And then the Eight of Wands came up, and I was like, okay. So, and because I read cards however they come out. If they're in reverse and I feel like I should turn it around, that's exactly what I do. And if it comes out in reverse and I feel I should keep it that way, then I just do that, because otherwise it lends to too much confusion. And I think that confusion is actually something that's important to talk about, because it's almost like you've been confused for a very, very period of time, for a very long period of time, and now you have some, I was just told, closure in order to emerge again. I'm being shown the emerging card in my Doreen Virtue tarot deck. So it feels like the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. You've gone on a journey. You have won. You have succeeded. And now it is time to emerge. It is time to shoot forward like the star that you are. And this time when you emerge, you're structurally going to be more sound. Yes, you're going to be emotional, but you're also going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to know, you're going to be more emotionally cognitive. It's not that you're not going to cry over every commercial. You're going to understand. You're going to understand why you do or why you don't need to. I don't know if this is making any sense to anybody, but I've also got the Page of Cups along with the Knight of Cups. And there was a point in the middle of this, in this emerging, in this adventure, in this Ace of Wands to Eight of Wands, in this thing that you were doing, that you made a wish on a star, and you need to know that that is coming true now. Whoever I am talking to, whatever wish on whatever star you made in the night sky, and something just said, especially last night with the Parade of Stars, it is, excuse me, it is coming true. You are being granted your wish. And your wish is not only bringing strength, but it is, oh, the words are escaping me. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe me not being able to get all of the words is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's such a new thing that maybe you don't even know the words that are going to come up, are going to come out. And that sounds so absolutely, completely, and totally spacey. Yes, I'm very, very highly aware of that. But there is something to me not being able to grasp the correct words that I'm looking for that is important. It's almost like whatever you're emerging into, whatever you are cutting through emotionally, physically, whatever wish that you've made is so new that you don't have the words for it yet. You can't thank you. You can't articulate the words for it yet because you've never seen this before. It would be like somebody from an island That's true. That's true, Spirit. Is it the Senegalese island? The island where nobody is allowed to go? It would be like one of those people diving into the ocean, meeting a boat, but they don't understand what the words are that the other people are saying, and they can't quantify to those people the words that they're saying, because everything is so new to you. It's like you just stepped off an island, and now you have to articulate a whole lot of different words, and you don't understand them because this is that new. And this wish, whatever this wish was was for something new, was for something that you had never experienced before, was for something that would enrich your life and educate you and help you be a better, bolder, broader person, a different human. You know, you were in one area. Oh, I just saw fairy. You were in one area of life, you know, and then okay. You were in one area of life with a group of people who, rather than fighting with, you would stay balanced with, you would look at their other views and other opinions. And then you stepped out of that. You stepped out of that because you had to emerge. You had to become who you are. It's a, you know, that's true to Spirit. Thank you. It's a lot like for those who have children, or for those who understand this about children. You know, when you're 3 and 4, you're not a you're not a big boy yet. You're not 6. You're not 5. But you're not a baby and a toddler anymore either. It's a very in between area. It's like being 12 or 11. You're not a little kid anymore, but you're not a teenager either. And that's kind of where you were. You know, you were here and now you're here, and you made a wish to grow, to become something different, to know something different, and now you're being put out into the universe. You know, you've gone from the ace to the 8. You've stood there at the two of wands, and you've thought about it. You waited for the ships to come in at the 3 of wands. You had victory at the 4 of wands. You went through the 5, 6, and 7, and now you're there. And you've got this new sword, and you've got this new horse, because you're not, you know, you're not a little kid anymore. You're ready to cut through it. You're emotionally ready to do it. You know, you're not the Page of Cups, you're the Knight of Cups. You're not thinking about it anymore. You're putting it into action. You're putting this emotional feeling into action. And those new emotions, you have yet to be able to articulate, because you don't actually know the words for them yet. Doesn't mean you're not going to know the words for them. It just means right now, those words are going to escape you. Just like every single word in this is escaping me at the moment. But that's because you made a wish. You made a wish on a star, and it was granted. It was very, very granted. Hi, Beanie. Beanie with a light. You looking for the light? He's looking for the light, just like you are. Bean, the purring machine. But yeah, that is what it is. You are emerging. You're emerging into something new, something foreign, something that you don't know. You know, this isn't, I'm going from high school to college. This is, I'm going from high school into being 40. It is that new. But then I'm also being told that you had to do a lot of seclusion and a lot of inner work in order to get to that point. And it was through that inner work and that seclusion that you realized this was the wish that you wanted, and it was granted to you. So I hope that this finds whoever it's for. I hope that this makes sense to you, because, oh, another fairy. It doesn't necessarily make sense to me. So, ooh, I just got hurt shoving my back. So, you know, because behave, be happy, and be yourself. And I do hope that this made sense to somebody, because you are emerging into something new, something great, something beautiful, something very foreign. You know, it's another way to equate it is you've lived in a small town, and now you're going to a much bigger town where you don't understand anything, you know? No, I wouldn't say quite that spirit. They're saying like a small town to like New York City, and you're going there quickly. But New York City really isn't a very good equivalent to it, I don't think. Anyway, be good, behave, be happy, be yourself, and let me know how this resonates to you, okay? Take care and be well.